The 2022 Winter Olympic Games closed on Sunday, and there were a number of headlines about how the United States came in the top five based on medal count, with Norway, Germany, and China all placing ahead of the United States. The United States tied with Sweden and the Netherlands, each bringing home 8 Olympic gold medals. But all of this got me thinking, how should we measure national success in the Olympic Games? Hey everyone, I'm Noah Zerbe. I'm a professor of global politics at California State Polytechnic University Humboldt. In this video series, I try to explain the concepts and theories behind current events, all in 2 minutes or less. There are a few different ways to think about national success in the Olympic Games, with either gold medal count or total medal count being the most frequently used. In the 2022 Winter Olympics, for example, Norway placed first by both gold medal count with 16 golds and in total medal count with 37 medals overall. If we look just at gold medals, the top 10 countries look like this, with Norway's 16 golds in first place, Germany's 12 golds in second, China's 9 in third, and so on. But if we look at total medal count, a slightly different picture emerges. Norway still places first with 37 medals, but Russia, which competed under the name of the Russian Olympic Committee as punishment for doping in previous games, moves from 9th place to second with 32 medals overall. Germany falls to 3rd place and Canada climbs to 4th. The US remains in 5th. But we can tell the story of Olympic success in a myriad of different ways. If we believe that elite-level competitors take place in the Olympics and are spread roughly evenly through the general population, then we might expect countries with larger populations to have an advantage and thus perform better in the absolute number of medals that they earn than countries with smaller populations. So what if we ask how many people a country has per medal it earns? A totally different picture emerges. The best performing country when controlling for population is still Norway, which earned 1 medal for about every 340,000 people in the country. The best performing country when controlling for population is still Norway, which earned 1 gold medal for about every 340,000 people in the country, and 1 medal overall for every 146,000 people. This is twice as efficient as the next closest performer, Slovenia, which earned a medal for about every 300,000 people in the country. Other strong performers by this metric include Austria, Sweden, and Switzerland. Interestingly, many of the strongest performing countries by total medal count fall to the bottom by this metric. The United States, for example, garnered just 1 medal for every 13.2 million people in the country, among the bottom 6 performers overall, and ahead only of the United Kingdom, Ukraine, Spain, and China. We might also think that a country's wealth might impact their Olympic performance, especially in the Winter Games, which feature sports which require expensive equipment and often travel. So what if we look at national wealth measured in terms of gross domestic product per medal? What happens then? Interestingly, Norway still remains the top performer with about $28 billion in gross domestic product per gold medal and about $12.4 billion in GDP per medal overall. But how did the other countries do by this metric? Controlling for national wealth, we find that Slovenia actually performs better even than Norway, with a GDP of about $8.7 billion per medal overall. Other top performers include Austria, Belarus, Finland, Estonia, and Latvia. The countries by the bottom, according to this metric, perhaps not surprisingly, it's the world's wealthiest countries. The United States had over $990 billion in GDP per medal it earned. China had over $1.2 trillion in GDP per medal it earned. But Spain and Britain were among the worst performing countries by this measure, with high GDPs and low total medal counts combining for very low rankings. And I should be clear, I could have done these measures any number of possible ways and come up with completely different rankings. Medal average by foot of snowfall, by average temperature, by years competing in the Olympics, by funding for national sporting programs, and so on. And each of these measures would have produced slightly different rankings and very different results. So what does all this mean? What should we take away? The Olympic Games are an amazing spectacle of elite athletic performance, which have in recent years become a focal point for national pride. But counting medals as a proxy for national rankings is a silly exercise, and it's all too easy to mislead with numbers. That's it for now. If you found this helpful, click the thumbs up button and subscribe to catch future explainers as I release them. Please leave any questions you have about this video in the comments section below, and if you have any suggestions for future explainer topics, I'd welcome that as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.